what kills the marriage the most is ego and pride. Let's talk about ego, especially for men, but also for women who carry emotional walls from past wounds. Ego says, I have to win this argument. Love says, I need to win as a team. Ego says, why should I say sorry first? Love says, let's fix this before it gets crazy here. If you let pride lead your home, you will destroy everything you prayed for. Yes, I know that some of the things can be very annoying. Some of the things can just be crazy and out of this world. If we all entered, but have decided to keep our feet in the marriage line, we will have to, like we say, be fools at one given time. And your spouse is not your competitor. He or she is not your competition. They are your partner in purpose. But many of us spend more time trying to prove a point than trying to build peace. I have seen marriages collapse from infidelity, not from finances, but from unspoken bitterness, from unmet expectations that were never clearly communicated, from holding on to I am right instead of reaching for let's make it right. Now let's talk about the modern marriage myths. Here is the issue with today's culture. We are told that if it's hard, just leave it. That if they don't make you happy, go find someone else. We have confused happiness with fulfillment. Let me be honest, marriage is not always exciting. It comes with a lot of burden. Maybe sometimes men know how to handle emotions better than women. They're always talking about our emotions and they are always keeping it in. The truth is that it is not always exciting. I think for now I'm resolving to saying that not happily ever after, but living a day at a time. Or death do us part can be repetitive, you know. It can feel boring. It can just get real. But when done right, it becomes the most consistent form of growth, love and purpose you will ever experience. And I pray that as we all watch this video and learn, we find ways of making these things happen, okay? But only if we stop expecting perfection and start practicing patience. You know, when I talk about patience, you need patience like the ocean. That's why you see people jump from person to person, relationship to relationship, chasing the feeling, but never learn the discipline of love. He did this, I can't stand him. She did that, oh no, not me, I can't take it. You will keep jumping on. You will keep moving from person to person. And till when? If you are married and you are tired, you are not alone. People don't talk about it, but every long-lasting marriage has had moments where someone thought, I can't do this anymore. And for me, I call them phases. You know, before you got married, you thought that it was a means to an end, only for you to enter and realize that no, life is still going to continue regardless. You are going to be you. You have to keep working. You have to be there for family, be there for your children, be there for your husband, be there for yourself. So sometimes it's one person pulling all the weight. Sometimes it's disrespect, emotional neglect, or communication breakdowns. But unless there is abuse or danger, involved, most issues can be healed if both parties are willing to work. It's work, like it's just like you going to work every day. And at this point, I wish that there were performance reviews in marriages, and there were, yes, performance reviews in marriages, counseling, like sessions periodically, maybe every 6 months, quarterly, because like you are learning on the job every day. And I mean, if both parties are willing to make it work, perfect, not fast, but just willing. You don't fix marriage in a weekend. You fix it over time with honesty, forgiveness, counseling, and with God. And no wonder, as women, we are presented with the Bible. My sister, I'm telling you. In fact, you should request for the biggest Bible, because you are going to see shit like bullshit in marriage. Maybe you are just entering, alright? Maybe you are just a year or two into it, and this will not make sense to you. I don't want to say wait until some years later, but it is life, okay? It is life. So life is going to be happening every day. Every day, life is going to be happening. Life is going to be happening. You need God. Just a word to those preparing to marry. And if you are not yet married, I want to say this clearly. Don't just prepare for the wedding day. Prepare for the next 40 years. In fact, prepare for the next 10 years, next 20 years, 30 years, 40. Till death do you part. Don't marry someone for potential alone. Marry someone with shared values, the willingness to grow, and the maturity to say, I am not giving up when things get hard. Ask hard questions before you commit. You know, if you don't know how to have difficult conversations, please go and read a whole book about it. Research about what difficult conversations are, and make sure that your partner is aware that you are going to be having difficult conversations in your marriage, like how to handle conflict. What does forgiveness looks like for you? Are you building faith together? Can you lead or follow when needed? Because yes, the Bible said that the man is the head, but I have come to realize that there are days that I am leading and my husband is following. There are days that he's leading and I am following. So it depends on the situation and who is willing to allow who to lead. It is not about, do you love me? See, like I said in the beginning, love is going to fade. And all of these things with God in it is what is going to keep you going. Maybe I just want to say this, that marriage is beautiful. If it's not a cliche, it's beautiful, but it's also weighty. And it takes two people to commit, to carry the weight together. It took the two of you to go to the altar to say, yes, I do, and so death do us part. It's beautiful, but you should master a lot of maturity, a lot of wisdom, and you are only going to get it from God. I don't know where else you would get wisdom from, if not from God, to carry a lot of grace. To end that video, whether you are married, single, or divorced, just drop a comment with your biggest lesson or question about marriage. Let's get real in the comments. Let's help each other grow, because many people are walking blind into marriage or walking away from something that still had hope. If this video hits home for you, share with a friend, a sibling, or even your spouse, start the conversation. We are building a community of people who want to do marriage, not perfect, just real, committed and growing. Thanks for watching.